everyone, and welcome back to Pocket Perspectives podcast. I'm Tanisha Graham, your host, and today we have a truly inspiring guest joining us. I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome Sam Bagshaw to the podcast. If you don't know who Sam is an incredible content creator who's built an impressive following and over 300,000 followers on TikTok. He shares his journey of living with a stammer and raises awareness about speech and communication challenges. Sam's storytelling and relatable content has really resonated with a lot of people, including myself. We have had the absolute pleasure of working with Sam and Stamma UK at IE Hub to help those with speech and communication challenges, and I'm so excited to share more about that in the podcast. And obviously it's important to acknowledge that this podcast is usually talking about money and certain issues to do with finances, but today we're going to be talking a little bit more about Sam's journey, how he grew his TikTok platform, his personal experiences with his stammer, and how to use your voice to make an impact. So it is a little bit different to what we normally talk about, but I think it is so important and still very relevant because those with speech and communication challenges often face difficulties that others may not understand. So I think having conversations with those who experience these challenges on a day-to-day basis is really important, how the difficulties faced when managing their finances. So without further ado, let's get into the podcast. Hi Sam, thank you very much for joining Pocket Perspectives podcast.
Hi, it's really good to be here and really good to do a podcast.
Amazing. Wait, how many podcasts have you done before? Have you done many like this?
I've only done one podcast so far, so I'm maybe trying to do more podcasts with people.
Yeah, amazing. Well, we're so lucky to have you. So just give you a little brief introduction in terms of what I know, and then I'll let you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit more. But obviously we found you from TikTok, where you've grown crazy over the past few months. You're now over 300,000 followers, which is crazy. You've got over 7 million likes. So something to be very, very proud of. So I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about kind of yourself, kind of what your message is to the world and why you create TikToks.
Well, I wanted to see if I can find a way to help myself with my confidence and with my stammer, and I saw that other people are doing stuff on TikTok, spreading awareness about their stammer. So I thought that I'd give it a go, and we got a good response, and I've just been doing it ever since, and people can tell by my videos that I'm going out there more and meeting so many people, and from when I started to now, they're just really proud of me.
Yeah, definitely. And would you say that your confidence has grown from TikTok?
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
Lovely. I like that. I personally am also on TikTok. Definitely not as known as you by any means, but I love it as well. And I think my confidence has grown because even though if you're kind of almost by yourself talking to people, you've got so many people watching you and commenting back, and it kind of boosts your ego a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brill. I love that. So just get a little to know you a little bit more. Could you share any hobbies, interests that you've got kind of outside your kind of stammer work? So obviously we'll get more into that as we go on, but I thought give the listeners a little bit more information about you, kind of what you do in your free time, any talents, hobbies, things like that.
I really enjoy doing yoga. So I've been doing that for quite a while now, and people are really nice there. It's always like a full class as well. So it's really good meeting people there, and I'm starting to do yoga videos with a yoga instructor.
Wow.
For people to watch on TikTok as well.
Wow.
And I go to football matches with my dad. I support Sheffield United, so me and my dad like watching matches on TV and all that. Really like going for walks. I'm training for a marathon as well at the moment.
Wow.
So I'm doing a lot of running.
Yeah, I can imagine staying busy.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, and I just like being around family and seeing friends. Yeah.
Lovely. I love that. I love yoga as well. It's so relaxing, isn't it? You kind of just escape everything. You just have to
Yeah,
focus on like your breathing and what you're doing. I love it.
yeah.
Well, in terms of kind of values and inspirations, what motivates you to kind of keep creating the content that you do and keep connecting with people? Is there any people or experiences that influence you in a certain way?
Um, I think it's just with the messages that I get, like with um with someone's son or daughter that has a stammer. Um, they said that they love watching my videos and my videos are helping them for
Mm,
when they do get older. They know that it's going to be okay for them, and they they don't have to be nervous as much if they are nervous
yeah,
about uh, when they get older. So I, it makes me feel really happy that I'm really helping people with my videos. So that get that keeps me wanting to keep on doing more and more videos.
yeah, definitely. It's almost kind of like full circle where you're inspiring people, but then from that you're getting inspired to do more videos,
Yeah,
so it's kind of a
yeah.
cycle. So I absolutely love that. Um, And so, in terms of beyond your TikTok, are there any other personal goals that you have for the future? Anything you'd really like to accomplish? Obviously, the marathon that you're training for would be a big
Yeah.
one as well.
Yeah, so I'll see how this marathon goes, and maybe I might do another in future. This is the one in Brighton that I'm doing. It's in
Okay.
April.
Oh wow.
So maybe in the future I could maybe do a London one at some point or something like that.
Hopefully.
And I will I'd love to work with like speech therapy places maybe.
Hmm.
Um, do some more work with them, and
Yeah.
just some keep on doing like charity work and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. I feel like it must be so rewarding to kind of work with people and like help people, and you can kind of feel good about yourself, don't you? Like, that what you're
Yeah.
doing is helping other people. It's really nice. Um, so I was wondering if you could share kind of your story now with your stammer kind of, is it something you've had forever? When did you get it, and how has it kind of impacted your life, if you don't mind sharing?
Um, I've I feel like that. I feel like I've always had it forever. Probably when I was really young, I I probably didn't know that I had it because I wasn't understanding it back then. Um,
Hmm.
it were my mum and dad that noticed that I might need to go like speech therapy.
Hmm.
So that's when I started going to that, and as I was going through school, and I was understanding it more, and I didn't I didn't actually know anybody else that had a stammer, so it was quite odd at school because I, I was thinking like why can't I talk like everyone else can? Like they find it so easy, but it's just it, it, but it was just weird for me to think that why why um why do I struggle when I try and talk? So yeah, we're just going through that.
Yeah,
But I had a lot of I had a lot of support at school, like through like the teachers, and I met I, I made like small like groups of friends that I could like stay with and stuff. Yeah.
amazing. And did once you kind of realized that you weren't alone and there are more people with a stammer, did you feel kind of more that you're not alone, I guess, in that?
Yeah. It it started when I went to a speech therapist, and they tried um they tried doing a group session instead of one to one, and I found that really good because um it, it, everyone that were going to that speech therapist one to one, they brought us all together and did a group session. So that was meeting people that's got a stammer. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, I like that. So if someone's listening to this, whether they've got a stammer themselves, maybe they're a bit younger, or whether they're kind of like what you said, parents who have got children with stammers, is there anything that you'd like to say to them, kind of give them a little bit more confidence with that?
Um, I, I would just say for the younger people, like to see if they would like to join anything with people, because I I feel like if someone else has got the same interests as in you, then it can be more easy to talk to them
Yeah.
because you both like the same thing, and
Mhm.
it'd be really good for them to um re- really good for them to be around people and make friends there as well.
Yeah.
So I'd definitely say that, because what I used to do is when I joined something, when I wanted to give something a go, I maybe did like a one-to-one session with a teacher first, and then they would tell me like how nice the class is and how really nice the people are, and
Yeah.
that made me feel more comfortable about um giving the class a go. And then at least the teacher like already knew like I was a bit nervous, and they know about my stammer, so
Yeah.
you could do it that way as well.
Amazing. I love that advice. And then, are there any kind of, from your childhood or adolescence, like obviously just growing up with your stammer, any memorable challenges or triumphs with it? So whether it's a moment where you felt really proud of yourself, anything you could share about that would be amazing.
I think it's just when I started when I started going in shops really, and
Yeah.
the ones that were more quiet, and I started talking to the people that worked there. I
Hmm.
think that really like a really proud moment when first time I did that.
Yeah, amazing. Have you found, hopefully, as I've seen from your TikTok that you've had a really good response from a lot of people. Have you found that when you've built the confidence to go out and speak to people like in the streets and in shops, that people have actually been really kind and haven't obviously said anything at all?
Yeah, everyone that I've gone up to, everyone's been really nice. Yeah,
Lovely.
and
Yeah.
I, I I don't mind sometimes, like if they don't have much time to talk, they might be in a rush or something like that.
Hmm.
I just say thank you for talking, and like it doesn't stop me from doing it again and talking to someone else. So yeah.
Yeah, I like that. And are you open to, obviously, I know you spread awareness for your TikTok, but if someone had questions when you were speaking with them in person, like, are you open to that conversation for them to learn more about what like a stammer is?
Yeah, I I think it's really good to get people to like ask about it,
Yeah.
and they'll be able to know more about it, and if they go in that situation again with someone else, they've learnt a lot already. So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. You're making the world a better place, honestly, Sam. I love
yeah,
it. Um, so moving on to your TikTok, then kind of talk a bit more about that in depth. You've spoke about kind of what motivated you, but in terms of how you balance your content, so obviously TikTok is kind of about entertaining people, but also you're spreading so much amazing awareness. How do you find that balance between the two of like entertaining people and getting them to watch, but also making sure you're sending out the right messages and things like that?
um, I, I think people really like me just going all different places. Really, like I, f- I think I make people think like when we're going next, or what's the next video that I'm going to post.
Yeah,
Like I think that's what people like, because I can go from doing a baking video to doing like a bungee jump, or go into an animal sanctuary, or
yeah.
going to like a local football team and talking to them.
Yeah, it's really entertaining and really like good content, but again, you're still getting that really the correct message across. I personally really like it because I'm someone who in the past has really suffered with like social anxiety. So obviously I don't have a stammer, but I can still kind of relate somewhat to your content and like you put yourself out there, and it's really good so showing the good response that you get. So I think you inspire not just people with stammers, but like also other people that might have other things like social anxiety and things like that. So I absolutely love your content.
Yeah, because there's loads of people that follow me that don't have a stammer, so it's really good to have people like that, like seeing that my videos are helping them in different ways.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, we mentioned how you've skyrocketed to over 300,000 followers, which is crazy. But I absolutely love it. Um, how do you feel about that? Like, 'cause obviously, that's so many eyes on you. Like, do you kind of, does that resonate in your head, or do you kind of like forget about the numbers when you're posting the videos?
Um, I just really forget about it. Really, I think it's came to it now that I just I just enjoy what I'm doing, like every video. So I just focus on doing videos that I love doing,
Yeah,
and yeah, I think that helps to uh, uh, not think about stuff like too much.
yeah. No, definitely. And I personally see how much you enjoy making your videos and making your content. So I feel like even if you had one person watching you, you'd still make the videos just because you're having the fun doing it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, and um, uh, it's it's just showing people that I'm I'm going out I'm going out meeting people, and that can be a really hard thing to do for people,
Yeah.
uh, especially um for the first time, like meeting someone. Um, so I'm just showing that I'm I'm doing that, and yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Brilliant. And in terms of, I mean, there might not be any, but are there any challenges that you can think of putting yourself out there? Has there any been drawbacks, or is it all kind of just positive?
Um, it's all being positive, yeah, really, yeah.
Yeah, that's it's amazing news because sometimes social media has its drawbacks, doesn't it? And there can sometimes be like people that aren't really nice on social media. So I'm really happy that you've had like such a positive response and that encourages you to obviously keep going with it. I love that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So I did want to briefly speak about the charity Stammer. So obviously that's how we kind of got to know each other through the charity that I Hub, who I obviously work for, have a partnership with. So I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about Stammer, how you got involved with them, things like that.
Well, I I wanted to like research into what charities are out there to help people that stammer, and I found them on internet, and I think I just remember that I contacted them
Hmm.
and let them know about my TikTok account, and they had a look at it and think that I do like really like amazing videos helping people. So I think that's where it started,
Yeah.
and then I get emails now inviting me to um like a panel, like doing Zoom calls and stuff where Stamma UK uh, are talking to people,
Hmm.
and they get they invite me to be on panel and other people that have a stammer. So I'm doing more stuff like that with them, and it's
Yeah.
just but pretty much when anything like comes up, they ask me if I want to get involved with it really, and I I'll see what I'm doing at that time and see if I can. Yeah.
Amazing. So that's good. So you obviously you're spreading your awareness through your content and your TikTok, but then also you've got so many extra things like your charity work that you're doing. So you're just kind of getting involved, and I love that. It's really nice to see. So in terms of obviously IE Hub and the relationship with Stammer, you've made some great videos kind of sharing on your social media how the importance of self-disclosure in terms of if someone's maybe struggling with money and they might have a stammer or any other communication difficulties and they don't want to call a creditor and say, I'm really struggling with my money, is there something you can do? We provide that online form, and you've obviously shared how important that is to be able to disclose that before you have maybe a chat with someone or a meeting with someone. So I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about that and the importance and what that means for someone maybe with a stammer or communication difficulties.
Well, it it would definitely make it a lot more like a relaxing experience if the person already knows by the forms that they've got a stammer,
Yeah,
because I think it'll make them think that they don't have to like explain it to them like straight away when they answer the phone.
yeah,
So I think that will really help, and it would just give people more support, because uh, talking on the phone to people, it can be like something that a lot of people do in day to day. So it's it helps then to have that have that to do, instead of maybe having to write something up or emails. It's
yeah.
good. It's good for them to get the confidence up to start talking up film more.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's so important because if you want to have a conversation with someone and you did want to have that phone call, but you wanted to pre-disclose that you may have some communication difficulties, so then the person on the other end of the phone is already aware of that without you having to, explain it over and
Yeah,
over again to different people. So, but also if someone doesn't like phone calls, some people just are opposed to it. You can do it all online, which I think
yeah.
is great. You've got the option for two different things. So you've shared some advice to young people who potentially are struggling with a stammer. In terms of content creators, 'cause obviously it's such a big skill to grow an audience at that level. Is there any advice that you have to someone who's maybe wanting to start creating content, maybe on TikTok, but are a bit too nervous to get into it?
Um, I just think to uh, I I just think that it's it, it feels good to get your first video out there. Like it it makes you feel like you've pushed yourself,
Yeah,
and you're just trying it really. You're just seeing how it goes, because I've um I've known people say that they've done they've done maybe the first video, but they're not press post on it because they're a bit nervous.
yeah,
So I just think to uh, just maybe go for it, and just don't let it change you. Just do the video where it's just showing people what what kind of person you are, and I think that will give a good response for the people watching.
yeah,
So I definitely say that. And if you go on to the next video after that, just keep on helping your confidence, and t- talking about the experiences, because I think people like to um, know about like maybe uh, situations that you've been in, like
yeah.
if you found hard, or if you found that really good and helpful. So I think it's really good give advice to people,
Yeah.
that's what you could maybe start off with your videos doing.
Yeah, I agree. I think I found it difficult to start making videos because I was worried what people think. I think, oh, people might go to school with might see this and be like, oh, look what Tanisha's doing. And then I was like, I haven't spoke to these people in so long. Like, I don't really care what they think of me. And I think that's the message people should take. Like, if you're worried what people may think, then they're the wrong people to have in your life, And that's the people who love you will support you in whatever you do. So I completely agree with that. So thank you very much for joining, Sam. Before we finish off, I was wondering if you could share like what's upcoming. Are there any future videos that you've got planned that so you can give us a little bit of insight in anything exciting?
Well, I'm going. I've just organised going to like a dog sanctuary where there are dogs there, so I'm looking forward to talking to them
Yeah.
and just getting more information there and hopefully helping them out with that. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'll I've got like yoga videos coming for people to maybe join in with the video as well, and just getting more information about if you want to do a class sometime. I may I've been talking to my followers about I might start doing like cooking videos as well. So I maybe give that a go because I think it's going to help me get better at cooking at the same time as doing the video and seeing like the fun side to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that would be amazing. Do you like cooking? Do you enjoy it?
I've not really done much. I've done more baking than cooking. But I think it'd be really good for me to start doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I'll obviously link all of your social medias down below so people know how to find you. But if they just search Sam Bagshaw Stammer, they'll find you on TikTok, won't they?
Yeah, or put in Stammer experiences.
Okay. Amazing. Yeah, well, we'll link everything down below. But thank you very much for joining. I've absolutely loved this episode and getting to know you a little bit more, Sam. So I really appreciate you joining and also appreciate the work that you're doing with us to kind of help spread awareness about stammers and how eHub can help people who may be having financial issues but are a bit worried about calling people. So we really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to this podcast. I've really enjoyed it.
Brilliant. I'm really, really glad. So, yeah, if anyone wants to check out Sam, all of his details will be linked below. But see you very soon. Thank you very much for listening, guys. Bye.